A student who never sat in a classroom, yet became the world's greatest archer. A teacher who demanded a prize that would end a career forever. We have all heard the story of Eklavya's Guru Dakshina. But was it just a lesson in loyalty or a calculated act of injustice? Today, we peel back the layers of history to reveal the truth behind Dronacharya's darkest decision. Eklavya, the son of the Nishad chief Hiranyadhanus, didn't lack talent. He lacked the right lineage. When he approached Dronacharya, the royal tutor of the Kurus, he was met with a cold no. Why? Firstly, the vow. Drona was bound by his contract to the Kuru kingdom to teach only Kshatriyas. And secondly, the promise. Drona had promised Arjun that no one would ever surpass him. But Eklavya, he didn't need a physical teacher. He built a clay idol of Drona, treating the idea of the Guru as his guide. This is where the miracle happens. Flash forward years later, the Pandavas are in the forest. A dog barks at a stranger, and suddenly 7 arrows fly into the dog's mouth, silencing it without drawing a single drop of blood. Arjun is stunned. This was a feat even he couldn't perform. When they find the archer, it's Eklavya. And when Drona asks who his teacher is, Eklavya points to the clay statue. For Eklavya, it was a moment of pride. For Drona, it was a crisis. Why did Drona ask for the right thumb? It wasn't just a random demand. The first reason, technical sabotage. In ancient archery, the thumb is essential for the Mediterranean draw or the Vedic draw used for heavy power. Without it, Eklavya could never shoot with the same speed or force. The second reason, state security. Eklavya's father was the commander for Jarasandh, the greatest enemy of the Kurus. Drona feared that a Nishad archer of this caliber would eventually destroy the kingdom he was sworn to protect. Was it dharma? Many scholars argue Drona chose state dharma over teacher's dharma. But at what cost? Eklavya didn't stop. Even without his thumb, he learned to shoot using his index and middle fingers, founding a new style of archery. But the psychological blow was final. He was never invited to the Great War as a hero. He eventually fought for Jarasandh and was later killed by Krishna. Krishna himself later admitted to Arjun, "I had to remove Eklavya, for if he had fought for the wrong side, no one in the world could have defeated him, not even you." Eklavya remains the eternal symbol of the self-taught student. Dronacharya remains a symbol of a brilliant teacher, flawed by his own biases and political chains. Was Drona a villain, or was he a victim of the rigid systems of his time? Tell us what you think in the comments. If you believe Eklavya deserved better, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the grey areas of our epics. Until next time.